Alrighty, we just popped into the ocean on this fine afternoon. Looks like we've got a 4 or 5 hour window to try to do something good. Water is 67, it's been cold. There's been a couple of triggerfish my buddies have been catching, so I might try for those. And yeah, we'll see what's on the structures right now. Maybe we can luck into something good. So that's the plan. 2 trolling pogs, started at the rocks, caught a flounder, or a fluke, small one, and we'll see what's doing. Alright, I should just have one of these ready. One thin, one fat, and one thin. Just in case we run over something while we're trolling. Because trolling's not my thing. Let's start pushing our way out. And we'll see what happens. Well, I've got some bad news, fellas. We have developed the Hobie crack of doom. Got a slow trickle coming from the front when I'm pedaling, which leads me to believe the flexing of the fins that I'm pumping right now has caused a crack. I'm not getting any trickle of water when I'm not moving, but when I'm moving, I'm getting a trickle of water in. And yeah, probably the last day we get to fish on this thing. Boy, that kind of sucks, huh? If we're sitting still, nothing's happening, right? See us sitting still here? Watch. Now we start pumping pedals a little bit, nice and slow. Nice and slow. There you go. Boom. Water's coming into the hole. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe the miles I just put on. Maybe I'm one of the few on these 2018 holes. I don't know. It is what it is, though. So when I'm pedaling, I'm putting stress on the hull of this kayak and causing the hull to crack. Boy, so that's another cracked kayak hull. Man, I wonder what does it. This one happened in colder weather, so we can't say it's the heat. It must be like the way I pedal. It's gotta be. I gotta do something wrong here. I think it happened after that false albacore video where I had to chase those albies down and, you know, use a little speed. Only thing I can think of. All right, so we made it to our destination with the leak as is. I'm gonna not pedal like a maniac for a little bit. We're gonna pay attention to see if anything starts busting on top. Well, let's start doing a little jigging. I got that slow pitch jig by Jigging all tied on. I've got some squid for triggerfish, so if I see some marks that look very clustered up, we're gonna drop some squid down. All right, this is elementary stuff. Squid strips, baby. Squid strips, nice little chunks. Well, it's a good way to get involved. If you're a beginner fisherman, even an advanced fisherman, there's just certain areas that and certain types of fish that bait's the way to go. Stuff like triggerfish and spadefish are certainly squid only kind of critters. So, but before we do that, let's drop some jigs down here, see what the neighborhood life is. These are made by Jigging World. They're perfect for near the beach jigging. Drop it on this structure here. There's like a natural ledge here, and it can be pretty good. That's either triggerfish or bluefish right there. See those lines? I fish for triggers quite often in my heyday. I'm thinking it's either one of those coming off the bottom like that in a tree-shaped pattern. Only 2 that's probably going to be. I mean, there's other fish I guess it can be, considering I'm in a fishery I'm not as familiar with. But I'm going to go ahead and guess triggerfish or bluefish on those. Oh man, what is that? That hit on the bottom, man. That ain't a shark. I know my sharks. Hooked something good here, man. Atlantic bonito. Yeah. Awesome. On the bottom. Vertical jig in the Atlantic, huh? Alrighty. That colder weather, I had a feeling they'd still be around, Mr. Toothy bonito. That's why I started with the metal too. On top of that, these are tough fish to come by on a kayak, so if you get them and you get them in good numbers and of decent size, enjoy the moment. That's all I got to say to you. I'm excited by catching a couple of these. They're a little harder, like I said, harder to come by on the kayak than a lot of other fish you get. So, Jigging World slow pitch jig. I like those assist hooks. That's an Atlantic bonito, not a false albacore. Good run, good year for these fish, that's for sure. And they taste good, so we're gonna most definitely enjoy a batch of these. Alrighty. And since they have teeth, we're just checking our leader. Our leader's clean. Our leader's good. Hit on the drop there. Let's see what this is. Probably black sea bass, my guess. This area is definitely kind of aggressive right now. Oh, okay. That's another good eating North Carolina fish. That's a white grunt. He's actually, you know what? He's a little on the smaller side. Usually catch him a little bit bigger. We'll put him back for another day. Good bait fish too. Let's get back to it, man. Looks like they're liking this jig. Oh man, that's some good looking marks there. 20 feet down. There he is. Bonito again? Or is that a bluefish? Spanish mackerel, fellas. Alright, see all these marks here on my screen. Those are Spanish macs. Cool. Keep a couple of these as well. Kind of still on that smaller class size. It's like a 17 or an 18-inch Spanish. I do prefer the bonito, but like I said, I got Meg practicing her fillet jobs right now. So, all right, that's kind of cool. Got a little pigfish there to use for bait. Gonna try to drop him down on a Carolina rig in a minute or two, I'm thinking. Let's see, try another drift there, man. Seems like this ledge is pretty productive. It's definitely got life on it. Spotty, but there is some life here. Camera was off. I just loaded up my metal jig with a couple pieces of squid. Been eyeballing this one spot for triggerfish for a while, and we just picked this one, average one for sure. Let's get right back on it, man. That's cool. I was thinking we'd be catching these guys. So let's drop some more squid down. Try to avoid the sharks. Got him. Toadfish, probably. Need a couple of those, right? No, that's no toadfish there. What is it? We're on them, fellas. On the trigger. Man, that's awesome to find these guys. They're down there. Couple small pieces of squid. There you go. That makes it for the second triggerfish, a little bigger than the first one. Couple small pieces of squid dropping on those marks I'm seeing, and there they are. Got him. Not sure what this is, but it's something. Hit that jig. I got that. Had it loaded up with squid. Might be a shark though. Please don't be a shark. Please be a... Oh, damn it. Guess it was about time. Sooner or later, that was bound to happen to me. Fishing with bait. Got a sharp-nosed shark. Let's see if we can recover our hooks here. What a pain, huh? Good water column fish here. I don't know. Oh boy. See all those lines? I was jigging there. I was just jigging mid-water column. I saw a lot of lines just now, and I think I got a king mackerel. Or big Spanish. That's a small king, I think. Damn. Aquarium season's on, man. That's a king mackerel I just got on a jig. That's cool. What a slam, huh? That's a small king mackerel. I got... Gotta be 24 inches to keep. I think that guy was short. Oh man, he got my wire in the water. That's the worst. Brings my species count to Spanish mackerel, Atlantic bonito, king mackerel, triggerfish, and plenty of junk fish. So kind of cool. Well, the bad news is, of course, our kayak is... I gotta drain it every... about every 45 minutes. Kind of lame, not fun, not ideal, but still we're kind of hanging in there. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna go with the Van Hayden Procure here. I think we gotta get going soon. South wind's starting to turn here, making this my last drift, unfortunately. That's something good. Working wet back through here again. Let's see what that one is. There it is. Ooh, something different. That's a grunt, white grunt. All right, it's a nice sized white grunt right there. Another one for the slow pitch jigs. Well, there you go. Micro jigs, slow pitch jigs, really diverse fishing, man. You could do a lot of different things. We pulled off Atlantic mackerel, Atlantic bonito, Spanish mackerel, king mackerel, triggerfish. We had to add bait, and just got that nice grunt, right? And we're just working ledges, just 3-4 feet of relief, and boom. Okay, we're gonna troll this Yozuri back to the beach. Oh man, if we could concentrate and not have a cracked kayak, we would have, you know, killed them today. I think we could have really just, instead of, you know, being preoccupied and playing it safe, I didn't troll. I only stayed on one spot today. Just that first spot where I caught the Atlantic bonito, and then the Spanish king mackerel. I just stayed on it all day. It's loaded with pinfish and other junk fish too, so don't think it's some promised land. but that slow pitch technique is pretty awesome, man. The one I use today, these are made by Jigging World. I think they're very good for 1 to 3 miles off the beach. They're 3/4 ounce. I like these assist hooks. They just have a good flutter, man. And every time I'd say almost every time I had fish come mid-water column through the screen. Atlantic bonito I picked off the bottom, but the king mackerel and the Spanish back to back were instances where fish I was just jigging, playing along the bottom there. A couple marks showed up on the screen. As soon as I brought that jig to their face in the water column, boom, hit both times. So, all right, fellas, I really don't have a great answer why this kayak gave out on me. Only info I got for you, it was the same 2018, same color. I held off from a 2019, hoping that my red one that cracked in the drywall was kind of a lemon. There's either something wrong with this batch of Hobies, or I'm doing something wrong, which is very possible that I'm putting too much torque on my pedal movements. I made that 2-mile journey out there, and I have a method to remove the water from the hull. You know, unless this kayak splits in half out here, it's possible. You know, I can't see that condition getting that much worse. But yeah, we're gonna be home in probably about 15 minutes. So the problem is this kayak's out of warranty now, and yeah, we got to see what we can do. Man, the wind really kicked up. We got to put our trolling plugs away, etc. Still seeing a couple patches of fish here and there. We'll see. Maybe if we get something else, we'll turn on the camera, but definitely getting sloppy and wetter this way home. Very unsettled weather today.